Hello everybody, it's Jonathan again. More thoughts about chronic pain. This is a fascinating journey. I know that there's a lot of stuff around about mind-body and its interaction. And a lot of people may well have tried something that's, I've heard that. Yeah, I tried it once, didn't work. Now, the thing about learning to deal with chronic pain is that nobody is like anybody else. Like, we're all unique. And that means that we all need to find our own unique solution. That's number one. Number two is, once you've found your unique solution, you need to then apply it consistently and strategically. Now this is a very easy sentence to say. This is a very difficult thing to do, especially without help. So what we know, and this is very strong, is that there is something in our brains called neuroplasticity. Plasticity means changeability. It used to be said, once you pass this age, there's nothing, and your brain shrinks, and this, it's all rubbish. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's all rubbish. It's all rubbish. You can carry on learning and changing until the day you die. Your brain is capable of all these things. But when you're a child, it's easy. As you get older, it becomes more difficult and requires more work from you, and that work needs to be done, needs to be intelligent, needs to be applied in the best way, and needs to be applied consistently. So what I've learned is this in treating patients, is that if you want to change something as powerful as chronic pain, which, as I've said before and as you know, infiltrates and changes your life, if you want to change that process, firstly, and here I'm going to describe what we do, firstly, you need to explore a whole lot of different techniques. And that's what we do. You explore many different ways of dealing with chronic pain. You then find that certain of them work for you and others just don't, and some irritate you and some you can't do. So you then focus in on the ones that work, and there'll be usually a number of them, and then you learn how to apply those to your life in a way that is meaningful and that is strategic, so that you do it when it really matters. And you then make absolutely sure, and this is part of the training, that you are consistent. Because if I gave you a tennis racket and said to you, off you go, there's the court, there's Roger Federer, you play, haven't a clue. But if you went out and you started off and you had lessons and you started off learning how to play, and you focused and you learnt and you learnt and you practiced and you practiced, eventually you'll get to the point where you won't make an utter fool of yourself when you go out onto the court, and you'll get better and better and better. It's a new skill. In your brain, it is exactly the same. What you're doing when you're playing tennis is you're laying down new pathways, that neuroplasticity. And those pathways, you work at until you reach that magic spot where suddenly it just happens without you thinking. This is what you have to learn how to do if you wish to vanquish chronic pain in your being. You need to learn the correct techniques. You need to choose the ones that work. You need to then create your own vehicle to escape from chronic pain. You then need to learn the techniques so that you will apply them absolutely correctly and strategically to get the most value from them, and you keep doing it until that magic moment comes when you did it without thought and the pain isn't there. This is incredibly, it's challenging, but it's incredibly exciting, and it's just the best. We've had people who have lived with chronic pain for their whole lives, which has completely ruined their lives, and then going through a course and applying it, poof, they have this incredibly aha moment, and from that moment on, the pain gets less and less, and for some of them, it goes completely. Amazing and exciting. I'd like to tell you about one lady who was on the course, who had a chronic shoulder and neck pain, and she had surgery, and the surgery didn't do anything. The pain got worse, it became more intense, and it completely ruined her life. Lots of things that she enjoyed, she stopped doing. She came on the course, and there was a moment in the middle where she had this magic aha moment, and something clicked. She applied a technique, one of the techniques, she applied that technique, and bang, the pain started decreasing, and she just got better and better at it, and the pain shrunk and shrunk and shrunk and shrunk until it was gone, or it was there, hardly noticeable. And the last time we rang her and discussed how she was going as a follow-up, she said, I've got back to dancing. And dancing was her passion. So she has literally got her life back. And she did this by searching amongst all the different mind-body techniques that were available, finding the one that worked for her, and then applying it. And you can do that as well.